This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Bills. Ducks seem to like them. It's Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. I'm Aaron and this is Chris, my underwater web-toed feathered friend.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm apparently always referenced to the joke now. That's great.
That's it. You're quacking me up, buddy.
Oh, here we go.
Me and my duck feathered friend, we'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. Well, hello there, podcast land. Hope you're having a great day. Chris, how's your day going?
I've actually had a really productive day. I did some heavy duty video editing that was harder in my brain than it was actually doing it.
Nice.
This is a problem I've had my whole life. My granddad gave me some advice. He gave me, for fourth grade, we had a assignment to make something and bring it to school. I don't remember what we were doing, but I think it was like simple machines. And I decided to make stilts.
Whoa.
Stilts.
Like things you stand on to make you taller by 1 to 3 feet?
Like big sticks where you put your feet on them. And my granddad, I was talking to him about it, and he's like, oh, we can just cut down some tree branches and cut it, the wood, and it'll all work out. And I was like, well, it sounds great. It's free. And but while we were working on it, I told him about how it was difficult for me to do homework sometimes. Didn't want to start. And he said, well, 90% of the hard part is just getting started. I was like, that's always stuck with me. It's always, I just remember being outside with 2 pieces of wood that didn't really work for stilts that worked really great in my heart.
Oh, man, let's hear it for grandparents. Thank you, grandparents, for all the wisdom you're instilling into all the people unintentionally that you're around. Good job. Keep up the good work. Well, let's move on to We'll Discuss, which is not serious in the slightest. So unlike grandparents, this is a game where you gave us topics and we have to discuss them. So let's get that wheel a spinning. And the wheel is spinning. And today's game is Dragging Me Around Town. That's right. This is a game where you have to take an imaginary dragon as an Uber to run errands. And today's host discussing this will be Chris Taylor. Congratulations, Chris. You might earn a discuss point.
Oof. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Why don't you order your Uber?
My Uber dragon. All right. I've put it in the app and it's coming up right now. Oh, hey, dragon.
I'm here to pick you up. I'm your dragon.
We need to go to the grocery store and buy some marshmallows.
Oh, perfect. Do you like Kroger or Aldi?
Aldi all day.
All right, here we go. Hey, while we're here, do you mind if I shoot some fire out of my mouth?
Well, it's kind of how I was getting the marshmallows. I thought that might be fun to...
Too late. All right.
Aldi's gone.
No, it's fine. Just part of it's gone. Just be quick. Go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got my marshmallows. I was gonna head to a concert. We're about to go hear some music from this imaginary band.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard of them? They're Imagine.
Ooh, Imagine. Yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
They sound amazing. Where are we going?
We're going to that huge building over there. It's this big theater, amphitheater.
Right. Okay, hold on tight. I'm kind of new at this. Flap, flap. Oh no! Ah! You didn't drop your marshmallows, did you? Never mind. The venue's gone. I'm taking you home. You get a full refund. Good times.
Thank you, Dragon Uber. You've always met my expectations.
Rate me 5 stars, please.
And that'll do it for Dragging Me Around Town, the only game where you can take a dragon via Uber.
that'll bring us to this day in history.
Well, on this day, Chris, in 1974, the Terracotta Army was discovered in the land of China. Chris, do you even know what a Terracotta Army is?
No, but I think we can check in with Farmer Dave and see what he says.
Oh, okay. Well, let's check in. Hey, Farmer Dave, you have any ideas on this? Can you help us out?
Well, boys, imagine if you were out farming in the field and you were digging and the next row of dirt was a different color. You might think that was a little weird. Well, as you continue digging, you start clanking your shovels around and plows and something big like bricks and colored rocks. Then you look down and you see a face made of stone staring at you.
Meow.
Next thing you know, you've dug up an entire statue of a warrior guy and his buddies, his horses, and even some other stuff.
Whoa, cool. Thanks, Farmer Dave. Well, that's amazing. So there were basically statues buried underground that some farmer found in the middle of the field. And apparently, and this is a true story, kids, over 8,000 terracotta soldiers were found. Soldiers, horses, other stuff. After a discovery like that, Chris, there's not a whole lot of room for gardening.
That'll do it for this day in history.
All right, well, this next segment's called The Question of the Day. In fact, today is going to be more of a scenario. But if you're new to this, we'll ask you a question or give you a scenario and encourage you to take a minute to answer the question with those around you, all right? Today's question is, imagine you're digging in a field, just like Farmer Dave, and you're in your backyard. What would be something awesome to find? And we'll be right back. All right, we're back here with another great day answering the discussion question. Hope you enjoyed that. Chris, do you have something or do you want me to go first?
I am going to let all of the people listening have their own awesome things. And I'm going to tell you about one thing that I did find in my backyard.
In real life?
And it was really awesome, but it's not like universally awesome. It's not like a pot of gold or something.
Whoa.
But it kind of is.
Okay.
I
was a cup of gold?
I was in third grade, and I remember behind our house there was some woods, like that. We were on one half of a block, and half the block was just trees and brush. And I was playing in it, and I was digging underneath some bush, trying to make like a fort kind of thing, and I found a C-3PO figurine.
What? In the ground?
This would have been in 92 or so. So it would have been original C-3PO figurines. It would not have been 90s and beyond.
That's legitimately shocking.
It was so much fun.
What? In the middle of...
And it was gold. So some other kid had to have played with it a decade prior or something. I don't know when. But. So I found this cool, awesome golden toy. To me, it was like a treasure.
That's amazing. Well, I was digging in the backyard once back at my house, and I actually hit something kind of metal just playing in the backyard. My parents have, 3.5 acres. It's not very much, but we were back there just playing and stuff. And I was digging a hole, hit this metal thing. And so we started kind of digging around. We realized it was a hatch. And we actually opened the hatch up, and there was a ladder. We went down into the ladder. Yeah, we went all the way down, and there was a computer with a timer. And you had to enter a code. It was 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. We had to do this every 8 hours or something. It was crazy. And for those of you who cannot see us because we're not on video, Chris is shaking his head in disdain because he knows I'm just describing the plot of episode 1, season 2 of Lost. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Lost, no, I did not find that in my backyard, but boy, would that be something awesome to find.
That would be really fun if you found some kind of big mystery thing in your yard. What is this?
That was part of the joy of the finale of season 1 of Lost. So, hooray for Lost. Well, great talk today, Chris. Let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Wes, you look like you've been working out. What have you been eating?
Aaron and Chris, hey guys. I'd say 3 frogs in a pitcher. Hey, I'm here at the Natural History Museum and I just learned something really interesting. Do you know what you call a dinosaur that crashes his car? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Have another great day.
Well, I think I met that dinosaur's cousin at the Alamo. He said his name was Tyrannosaurus Tex.
Oh, that joke was dynamite.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to another great day. I'm Aaron and that's Chris, and we're glad you're here. This part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom. This is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. All right, here we go.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 21:8. The NLT version of the Bible says, "The guilty walk a crooked path. The innocent travel a straight road." The word crooked here seems to be referring to when a person takes something good and uses it for something bad. I have a slightly funny example of a very young kid. Have you ever seen a toddler? Sometimes they play with kid toys. Sometimes that toy is a pretend hammer or stick or sword, which are all fine toys. They're normal. But the toddler can then use it to hurt. Sometimes we use normal things in hurtful ways.
I think that's a good way to describe that proverb, Chris. Good job. Well, let's cue the music and wrap things up. Our mission here at Another Great Day is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussions have to come to an end.
Well, whatever you discuss and whatever you do, we just hope you make it another great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Man, I can't believe about those Terracotta Army people. That's so crazy about this day in history. Man, do you think that's the craziest thing that's ever happened on this day, like in history?
Well, this day in history was the first day I tried yogurt.
Get out of town. Breaking news. Chris Taylor had yogurt today.
Not today. Today.
Oh, I thought you meant like today.
In history.
Oh, this day in... Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm a bad listener. You had
It
yogurt?
was sour. Yeah. The next day I realized it was plain yogurt, and then I had vanilla yogurt, and it was basically ice cream.
So you had a cup of sour cream dip.
Yeah. I wrote this down. I did not think it was funny at all.
I've laughed 3 times at this. I don't know why. I don't know why either. But I can just picture I can picture a kid going to the refrigerator. It's like, all right, nobody can see me. I'm opening the fridge. This is a side-by-side fridge. Oh, cool. Yogurt. Okay. Yeah, I know dinner's in a minute, but I can get some yogurt. Nobody's watching. Bloop. Open the lid. Got my spoon.
It looks kind of like ice.
Oh, it does. It looks like, Cool Whip or whatever.
You're like, Cool Whip. Yeah.
And you're like, what is this?
The end.